Record on computer. Thank you. All right, describe and give examples of subculture, counterculture, and cultural universals. There we go. Roy's all pumped up. Cowboys really laid a shellacking to the Eagles yesterday. Beat them up good. Reminder, current events, Leah, for Friday. And then October 1st. It's the last day for assignments. So if you see an EX and Sapphire, it's not going to last forever. Once Friday hits, they're going into zeros. I can't wait to see my grade book back to normal. It's really bothering me. I have like OCD when I see that stuff. I'm like, oh, I can't take it anymore. Very organized. What's wrong? Nothing?
This morning, my low tire pressure that came on, and I'm just hoping the sensor went back. Because the other day I had a curve, I was really scared to tell my dad.
Oh, man, you just put more air in it.
Yeah, but I don't think it's hot. That was the other day.
Just tell
But
Mason.
now Colin Gravis is messing with my head and saying that my tires don't flat.
I think he's messing with you. Unless you go out there and it's just done
Yeah,
flat.
it was, I don't know. That was just a sensor.
I'm sure they have a tire pressure gauge down in the shop area you could probably use, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't drive that.
Nothing could be as bad as Mason when he ran over that parking
Yeah,
spot.
We were actually just talking about that yesterday because he drove this one guy's truck home from work, and he has like symptoms right now.
Oh,
And he told my mom he took Daypro, and we were saying that last time he did that, he ran Matt's car over the.
oh, yeah, I'll do it. Nuh-uh.
He was like that all the time.
I can see him. Oh, look at this.
Well, the other day he got pissed off at work, so he left, went and bought a large, and he came back after because he went 5 minutes ago.
Unreal. If only I had his luck, you know?
Yeah, I don't get it.
Dang, be cool. All right, we ready? Roy, you still working? Okay, one more minute now. One more minute. Well, there's a lot there. All righty, let's go over this real quick. So subculture, what is it? What is subculture? What do we got? What do we got? Brianna, what do you have for subculture? Okay, all right. So it is like a branch of the majority culture, let's say in the United States here. What is an example of a subculture? Okay, all right. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. That kind of reflects more on counterculture just because they're challenging the majority, right? They're challenging the, I guess you say, majority culture in the United States. Okay, subculture. I know we kind of went through some examples yesterday with here in the school. Oh, you got your band geeks, right? You got your jocks. Yeah, so some examples of that. Counterculture, yeah, hippies. So they're challenging the majority culture. That's a good example of counterculture and how they're trying to do their best to combat against majority culture in the United States. So with protests, right, with their ability to discuss some of the grievances with the majority culture. Okay, for example, in the United States. Good. All right. So who wants to define counterculture? I gave an example. Roy.
Includes subculture, includes values, not in opposition to each other.
Yeah, good job. And yeah, the hippies, right? If you want to say that, or you can label really any group that tries to challenge the majority culture here in the United States. Okay, or if you want to talk about other countries, whatever. But U.S. is easy to make examples towards. All right, and finally, cultural universals. What do we have, Sarah? Yeah, good job, good job. So this is representative. This is shared amongst cultures all across the world. Sorry, all across the world, and we can reflect those cultural universals with one another. So religion is a great example. Okay, maybe meals, right? So breakfast, lunch, dinner. I think we can all kind of reflect on that and have shared similarities with other cultures on those cultural universals. Good. Entertainment might be an example. Okay. So I know we talked about athletics, sports, and how the Olympics, right? That's a huge thing every 4 years that countries all around the world get together and have a shared cultural universal with that said sport. Good, good. Is there any questions on that, guys? We good? Yeah. Awesome, awesome. So terms for the day. We got, I'll talk about norms and values a little bit more in detail tomorrow, but I like to put that up now because you'll see it in the slideshow today, just a presentation. So you'll see norms, values, and then ageism. Ooh, ageism. So excited for this Venom 2 movie. So pumped. I didn't really even know that there was a movie theater in Millersburg either. I had no clue. No. I just found out. Thank you. Period 3 and 4. Hopefully you pass Mrs. Puff's boating school. Mrs. Puff. SpongeBob? You ever watch SpongeBob? Are you serious? Mrs. Puff? She runs a boating school.
That's the driving license.
Pretty sure she runs a boating school. All right, good luck. Don't go drowning. Just kidding. Mrs. Puff. I thought everybody knows Mrs. Puff. Lady, know Mrs. Puff? Okay, good. Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right, norms. What do we have? What's a norm? Brianna, go ahead. Yeah, good job. Good job. So this is like in some cases, it doesn't have to be a law, right? It can be an unwritten law. So these are things that we just do with our daily lives that are normal, hence the name, right? And these are expectations that we kind of all follow, right? So driving on the right side of the road. Okay, we just do it without even thinking. It's a law, yes. Okay, being courteous with one another when we're, walking through the hallways. Okay, sometimes you have those bullies that smack your books out of your hands or shoves you in a locker. Oh, it goes against some of the norms that we have established here. But laws are good examples. Okay, so these unwritten kind of laws are good examples too. So in ways, it's like ethics, right? It's like our code of ethics. Okay, good. What about values? What do you have for values? Matt, what do you have for values? Yeah, good job. So this is something that we look forward to, right? This is something that we see as achievements, okay, and success, and things that we hold near and dear to our heart. Okay, good. So education, right? We get that degree. Awesome. These are values that we have. Religious values. Okay, so this is something like maybe attendance at church, participating in church, whatever have you. Okay, values in sports. It might be success. Okay, so having this strong success and winning games and maybe getting a trophy at the end of the year for your success. Maybe it is gaining that, really that acceptance into college. Again, whatever it might be. So those are values that we hold tight to us here in our culture. Those are examples that we can all kind of reflect and understand. Some people, some subcultures might have different values, right? That's what kind of makes them different and a different part of our culture. Good. What about ageism? What does ageism mean? Sarah, what do you have for ageism?
Is stereotyping individuals groups on
Oh my gosh, does that happen every day?
yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. What examples do you have?
Generations, like my old people about holes.
Yeah, they do. Whoa, you bought them holding jeans, bye.
I could cut them out for you.
Yeah, yeah. You had to spend all that money on those holy jeans, right? Yeah, yeah. What else? Roy, what example do you come up with ageism? Top of your head, what do you got?
Back in my day.
Back in my day, yep, we used to walk uphill to school
Yeah.
and uphill back to school in the snow that was above our heads. That's unbelievable. Really? Really? All right, Autumn? Phones. Yeah, good job. Put your phone away. What are you? Come on now. Yeah, they have no clue. No clue. I know I get really worked up about that. That's for sure. Hey, can you help me find the exclamation point on the keyboard? What?
My grandma
Are you kidding? Oh, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Is it annoying?
Yes, because like I show her every time. Or she'll
Yeah.
call me down and be like, how do I clear this? How do I take a screenshot? How do I send this? I'm like, why do you even have it if you don't know how to use it?
You're right. You're right. You'll miss it one day, though. You'll miss it one day. I know in golf with my dad. Oh, every time we're golfing, he just like takes a pit stop. He looks over, looks through the woods, underneath sticks and leaves. What are you doing? We got to get going. It's like 4 hours that we're sitting out here golfing. I want to get home. I'm looking for balls, man. I got to pull back my golf bag. I'm like, come on, dude. This is annoying. But I think back to it. I'm going to have those days with him ever again? Most likely not, right? Sooner or later, those golf trips are going to end. And I'm going to miss those times where he's looking for golf balls. And I'm just sitting in the cart waiting to hit my next ball. Right? But it is what it is. Another example. Brianna, go ahead.
Another like example would be like back then, like maybe like a different generation thinks that like women should only be cooking, they shouldn't go out. And, like,
Yeah.
nowadays,
That's a good example. Yep, that's a good example. So the American history, we talked about that chapter 1 a little bit. Okay, and how these cultural trends and values and norms changed over time. And what brought about that change? When did sociology really become a studied field? Industrialization, right? Okay, that's really what totally changed everything moving forward. Okay, good. So we'll reference that a little bit today when we talk about ageism, when we talk about how age might be something that our culture's maybe not accepted of anymore, or maybe we're over accepting of it, depending where we are, what kind of family traditions we have, values. I know I always loved spending time with my mem. That was an awesome time. I always enjoyed it. Looking back on it now, I wish I had more time. But maybe at sometimes it's like, oh, gotta do these chores all the time. It's oh man, it's crazy. But okay, so let's start off here. So we're getting into a new PowerPoint. I like these little pictures. Whoa. Yeah, anybody know who that is? He's a big star today, big actor. Really? He's in the John Wick movies? Keanu Reeves? Yeah, okay, Keanu Reeves. So this is in a movie, Bill and Ted Adventure. You guys ever hear Bill and Ted? I know they came out with a new movie last year around this time, and I didn't get to see it yet. I want to check that out. Maybe tonight I'll watch it. But I always like throwing those out there, like, oh, what if? It's funny. Okay, so moving on here. AIM, how do norms and values impact social interactions? Well, we kind of all already did that with our ageism talk with that vocab term. It's like, well, over time, maybe our norms and values totally changed. And I'm glad you brought that up, Brianna, about back in the day in the early 1900s, women weren't accepted to go out and drink and party and go out to different types of entertainment centers. It was just viewed as taboo. But now it's acceptable, right? And that's just changed within really the past century here. And it's interesting to note that. But yeah, our grandparents comment on that quite a bit, I'm sure. It's like, oh, your holy jeans, right? You guys should be spending more time outside or with your family. Put your phone down, put the game controller down. Stop staring at that Christmas tree with all the ornaments on it. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. Oh, geez. All right. So I'd like you guys to identify and explain the age at which you personally consider someone old or elderly. This might differ with everybody, or we might have some commonality. But what age do you think someone is old or elderly? So just think about it for a second. I'm gonna take a sip of my water. Oh, my throat. I tell you what, I'm talking all day. All right, so what age do we think, Sarah?
80 plus.
What did you say?
80 plus.
80? Holy cow. Oh my gosh. Geez, that's pretty old. All right, man. 65. Why 65?
Because isn't like usually
Retirement age.
like consider like
Social Security's
like,
kicking in.
like employers, like the senior citizen discount. Yeah.
That's true. Why do you pick 80? That's really old.
Ooh, yeah,
I don't know if I want to live that long. Okay, all right. Leah?
Well, in my family, people usually live to like 100.
Holy
So,
cow.
like, I feel like
You're saying like 90.
I consider old to be like over, like 65 plus, but I consider elderly to be over 80.
Oh, okay. So you're
Elderly.
distinguishing. Okay, all right.
That's different things.
Yeah, you're right.
Old,
You're right.
yeah.
I'm glad you picked that out.
You're
You call me old.
You're
Why?
older
Because
than
my
me.
dad jokes. No? All right.
Well, you're older than me.
Yeah, I am older now. Not too much older, but I'm older. Roy? Don't worry about it. 70? Okay. All right. Yeah. So we're hovering around that 70. You didn't even give a number, did you?
I said 65 plus is old, and then 80 plus is elderly.
Okay. All right. I like that. I like that. All right. Brianna? Oh, you're not going to be
No, like,
your own
okay,
person
here's
here and
what-
come up with
this
your
is
own
why.
opinion. You're just going to, yeah.
Like my grandma is old, but like elderly, like they
Like,
slow
they
down
can't
at
get
that
around.
point and they need help and like
Yeah.
sometimes they're not able to function.
Okay. Yeah, I got
As
you.
fast as we do. My grandma is like 60 something. She's not like slow down. She's able to still do stuff.
Yeah,
But,
yeah. I got you.
They take care of us. They're so fun.
They take care of you. Okay. They make you meals and
Yeah,
do your
they're in their
laundry and
60s. My grandpa's retired. no, I don't consider them old. They're like.
He's living life, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Autumn?
Yeah, 65. And then like 75.
Okay. I got you. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I think we all can come around the same, we can all think of the same number here around, give or take a few years, but I think we all agree 65 or older. I would think we'd think as old or elderly. And we all know that's retirement age. Maybe we'll see that bump up a little bit though. Some people are saying 69 might be the number now. Oh boy. Oh boy. Work a little bit extra, huh? So with these years here, I just kind of put a resemble all the numbers, but what word association do you have with people that are old or elderly? What words can you come up with that associate with old, age, or elderly? Leah? Annoying?
Because they, you have to repeat yourself.
You
like
don't
five-
respect your elders at all, do you?
You have to repeat yourself like 5 times. You have
That's
to,
true.
They move so slow. They don't know how to do anything. It's like having kids, but they're old.
I always get this from my dad anymore. I said, "Hey, Dad, I got this thing in the mail. Can you take a look at it?" Oh, let me get my readers out. He has like a little case in his pocket with foldable glasses. I'm like, okay, you're old there, man. Come on, right? Autumn, wrinkles. So crow feet, right? Is that what they call it? Crow feet.
Gray hair, yeah.
Gray hair. I'm getting soon.
People
Soon.
usually have
soon.
short hair.
Short hair.
They usually get like the ladies usually cut their hair in like those weird like.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. My grandma has a haircut. You know what I always thought was old, but it's back in style? Bergenstocks.
I have them on right now.
Yeah, you oldie. I'm just kidding. My grandma used to wear them back in the 90s, like the same kind, same look and everything. And I'm like, oh, I saw my girlfriend walking around. Why do you have old people sandals on? What are you talking about? These are Bergenstocks. These are a new deal. Jesus shoes. Yeah, right. Yeah. Oh, that is funny. Yeah, I used to associate that with old too. Now I guess SpongeBob's old. Here I reference Mrs. Puff and Connor's like, who? What?
You reference a lot of things I don't know.
Like what?
Like Home Improvement.
Home Improvement. Yeah. Yeah. What's that?
Van Halen.
Van Halen's old, I guess, too now.
I don't know what it is.
Huh?
And I don't know what it is.
I don't know either.
You're
Yeah,
not
so
old
maybe
enough.
I'm getting old. Yeah, I'm getting outdated. I don't know. I think I'm pretty good with tech yet. A little bit. Maybe not. Leah, do you think I'm getting old?
You figured that out, and a lot of other teachers couldn't do that. So.
Razor Ramon. Oh, wrestler in the 90s. No? No? Oh, I got more coming. I found my old toys. My dad's moving. I found my old toys. I got Goldberg coming tomorrow. Hopefully the battery's still working. Oh,
He just KO'd himself.
yeah, he just got knocked out. Yeah, but you press his belly and he says it's like, who's next? That's pretty cool. So maybe I'll bring that tomorrow. All right, so we all know biology changes how a person looks, feels. However, the concept of being old is socially constructed and varies from culture to culture. I think my grandma is pretty hip. Hip. She's on Instagram. She likes all my photos and comments on it. And I'm like, you know what? This is giving me some motivation. I love it. Thanks, Grandma. No one else of my friends are commenting on my stuff. I always get the looks nice, period.
With the
Cool,
period.
cool. So I think when I see a period, that's sarcastic, right?
Yeah.
Sarcastic, yeah. So now we are identifying texting as, okay, what do they mean by that? Are they mad at us?
I hate
Are
when
they
my
upset? I hate it too.
He like just says K.
My
I hate
doesn't
K.
Like I'll
respond.
say a question, he'll be like K. I'm like, so is that a yes or is that a no?
I find
Like,
myself typing in ha 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 or LOL a lot. I'm like, this is so stupid. Like, am I really laughing? Straight face, laugh out loud.
It's just more like so you don't.
Same.
Well, if people don't do that, then they seem like they're mad at you.
Yeah, well, I get that all the time. Here I am busy all day. Girlfriend texts, hey, what do you want for dinner? I don't know. IDK, up to you. What's wrong with you? Are you kidding me?
That does
Are
sound
you
like you're
kidding
mad.
me? It does sound like I am, man, I guess, over
It's
text.
all about tone of voice. You
Yeah,
can't
real.
tell.
When you
Tone of
actually
voice over text.
Listen,
What is your deal? What's wrong with you?
I always say, but people think I'm being mean. But
I
I
also
also
like
like.
I would view that as mean too.
That's not what I.
Leah,
Yeah.
I'll she'll like, oh my god, I'm taking it.
Just be glad I respond.
I
to you.
say thank you. You're like, the group chat with Leah said
said that, and I thought she was like being rude to someone. I was like, oh boy.
No, that's
Oh.
what
But anyway, like I said, you can associate people depending on their age of really what they do that makes them young. Okay. I always think of, let's say, Mr. Henninger. Great with technology, right? No, okay. And we compare Mr. Rupp, same age. Who's better with technology? Mr. Rupp. Who's flying around with a Dodge Challenger? Mr. Rupp, right? He's playing some hip music. Yeah, Mr. Henninger's probably driving around his Blazer yet. Listen to some oldies. Van Halen. Yeah, so I don't know. Again, some characteristics to define old doesn't always have to be age. Okay, with the technology especially, it's like, oh, this guy's doing stuff I've never seen before. Mr. Rupp here, and Mr. Henninger, it's like, all right, this is a keyboard. Okay, this is a mouse. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. Don't tell him I said that. Maybe later when he watches my YouTube videos and subscribes,
Because he follows you.
he'll comment, what was that period? Question mark. He's mad at me over text, right? Okay, so what other life events or occurrences can change someone else's age? What do you think? What do you think, Roy? What events or occurrences in life can depict someone's age?
Like reference to other things.
So references, is that what you're saying? So when I say home improvement, everyone's like, what are you talking about? Okay, yeah, definitely. So maybe lingo or slang or people talk. The bee's knees. Ever hear that before?
It is good.
Yeah, it means it's good. Okay, Leah knows. Go ahead, Leah. All right.
It'll be like when you turn 21, you start drinking, you're like an adult. Like 18 is like an adult, but like
What's with you and alcohol, huh?
I didn't think I said put alcohol in it. It's
Jeez.
like they
Do you live
age
across from
different.
the church up on 25? Where do you live? You don't know where you live?
No, she doesn't.
She doesn't wear the Barrysburg.
The Barrysburg?
On the way to
Like,
Barrysburg.
on
From
the-
Gratz to Barrysburg?
Yes, you like fly past her.
I think I do. I think I remember seeing it out in the R one time. There's
No, you don't pass her house.
oh, I don't?
No.
Oh,
It's
okay.
on a back road by some farms.
I thought I saw you one time.
No.
But
Okay.
anyways, and
But I saw a
another-
bunch of trash bags like, oh, they had a party last night. Oh, look out.
Another example would be like if you have a heart attack, you're probably old.
Oh, so you're saying like health.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if you have like knee
Heart attacks
replacements, hip replacements, heart attack, stroke.
Did she Hoffman?
That's true. Okay, all right. So yeah, health. Health's a good example of it. Yeah. Not all the time. Not all the time, but yeah, I think health can definitely signify that.
I just remember.
Okay, we got a story going on back there.
Yeah, Mr. Hoffman had his, yeah, Mr. Hoffman.
During my grade PSS.
What?
They were taking their PSS.
You're taking
I think I did hear that. That's scary.
What?
And he just got up and left.
But anyway, yeah, what we were saying with health, I mean, Alex Hepler had what, 2 torn ACLs already? I mean, he might be an old man walking around with his old
He
joints.
got those bad joints.
Yeah, he does. You're right. All right, gotta keep moving on here. I want to show this video. I think you'll like it. Oh, we got a picture of the old lady here. But anyway, ageism refers to prejudice, discrimination, and hostilities directed towards elderly simply because of their age. You ever hear that boomers? Oh, you boomer. Quit being a boomer. Yeah, some people take offense to it. Definitely. So with ageism, in our culture especially, it seems like we're shifting away to being respectful to our elders. I know I'm not. I love my mom. I always hung out with her and hearing old stories back when she experienced the Great Depression and World War II. It's like, oh, I love it. I just want to hear more about it. But we all can, we all can understand that. Oh, who's driving so slow in front of us? We pass them. Yep, old lady. Go figure, right? Go figure. So you just keep going and just like shaking your head. They should have a driver's license, right? They should go through the driver's license test again.
That's actually a good. Yeah, I made my grandma.
Ageist.
I made my grandma take the permit test, and she got like a 60 something on it.
Yeah. Back in the day, just like, yeah, here you go, no problem. Actually, I remember talking to my mom about it, and my pop owned the busing company out there. So she took her driver's test, and at that time, in like the 40s, moving into the 50s, women didn't drive. It's like, oh no, you can't get behind the wheel. But when she got it, like in the 60s, 70s, she's just telling me about it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I scared the death out of the guy, the licensor. But at the same time, I think he just passed me because your pop was driving the bus to one of the Phillies games. So he wanted to make sure that he was on a good trip. I'm like, oh, that's funny. That's hilarious. But anyway, with old people driving, I think we can all relate. I know my dad's always behind the wheel. I won't say the B word, but he's BS a lot of people when he drives by him. But in all reality, I'm like, you're just driving like a maniac, man. You're driving slow at sometimes. You're swerving at people when you don't agree with the way they drive. That's pretty crazy. This isn't like the 1980s anymore where you can just do that. Shaking your hand out the window, like, come on. Come on. But anyway, we all understand what ageism is. And that's, like I said, in our culture, we're maybe becoming less tolerant of older people. Okay, it's unfortunate. All right, so real quick, change role in elderly. Like I mentioned, this is kind of what I was talking about, how our culture is shifting, how it's changing. Before in the early 1900s, maybe moving up to the 1950s, we respected our elders. Okay, we had them obviously at holding high-ranking offices, political offices. And think about it right now. The past two presidents of the United States are the record holders for age. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, yeah. I mean, think about it. Maybe our political officials, people running for president, should be at an age that reflects more of the population. Does that make sense, guys?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. Maybe sometimes with these debates, it's like, what are we saying up there, guys? Let's keep it moving here, right? Let's keep it moving here.
Isn't it like 35?
What's that?
How old is he? Think about it.
I believe it's 35. Yeah, yeah. The youngest president, who was it? Teddy Roosevelt. Good. JFK is right next to him, 42. Okay, good. All right. So again, those are debates constantly. Our political officials should be younger. They should represent the population more. They should be with the times. Okay. And I think it kind of just adheres to the fact that our culture may be shifting. Okay, to maybe not be as tolerant of older people as we once were. In the early 1900s, like I said, respected the elderly. We did everything we could for them. We protected them. We fed them. We took care of them to the very end. Now, maybe shifting a little bit. I'm sure we all know some family members in nursing homes. It's sad to see, but we just can't take care of them. We have work. We have things to do. It's unfortunate. We go and see them often? Yeah, because we care about them. We love them. But at the same time, it's not like what it once was. All right, so real quick, so some tribes, cultures, like I mentioned, they love their elderly to a point that they made the decisions for the culture. So native tribes here in America, obviously the elderly held the positions where they made the most decisions. Oh, like that evolutionary theory, right, Madden? Oh, freedom, bringing some government, nice. But there are some cultures that just got rid of their elderly. Just said, you know what? I can't take care of you anymore. You're almost like a cancer in a way. Go kill yourself. Crazy to say, crazy to think about, but that's exactly what happened. Exactly what happened. I think we can reflect too when dogs, when they get older and when they're realizing it's coming to the end of their days. I know my dog did this. It was really sad. You just walk away. They just walk away to go literally die and to stay away from their family so they don't want to show them and see them show their family the state that they're in. It's sad, but even dogs kind of pick that out and understand that. It's unfortunate. But with some tribes, okay, especially in the Eskimo society, they would just meander off into the frontier out in the middle of a wasteland and die away from their family because they viewed it as weak. They didn't want to bring down the family. They didn't want to bring down their livelihood or their lifestyle. Okay. So I have a quick video for you. So some Scandinavian countries where the elderly would literally, I'll just show you. I'll just tell you a little bit and then I'll show you. But they would walk to a cliff and they'd all jump off. And this is just a funny skit making fun of it. I think you guys will enjoy it.